having an amazing day. Happy Wednesday to each and every one of you pulling in. My name is 𝗨.𝗏, certified life coach and gift strategist, and focus on helping stay-at-home moms to discover their purpose and gifts and build the confidence to serve where God has gifted them to lead. So as you all are coming into the room, let me know where you are tuning in from so that I can say, hey, 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 and thank you for being here. So we are just going to talk shortly on today because I have to drop lunch off to my kids shortly, so it won't be a long live on today, but we are going to be doing more, I would say, shorter lives in the morning just so that I can get a little bit more consistent and showing up for you all with the time that I do have, okay? Because we are using the time that we do have and eliminating all excuses in this season. And I'm very excited for what is going to be happening in quarter two, okay? We are still at the top of quarter two. So hopefully each and every one of you has started to consider what you want out of this quarter, okay? What is going to be required of you to accomplish these goals that you're setting for yourself pertaining to your purpose and your gifts, right? Stepping into your calling, fulfilling the plans that God has for your life. Okay, there's a lot of goals that we set for ourselves, right? There's several areas of life that sometimes we also want to increase in our own personal lives, and that's good, okay? But we know confused minds don't buy, and too many options makes a person stagnant. So hopefully that you can narrow it down to a 1 to 3 goals that you can accomplish, and then set another goal for 1 to 3, so that we aren't trying to do too many things at one time, okay? And as a mom of 6, sometimes we can get caught doing so many things at one time because we are in high demand and being pulled in multiple directions, okay? So I can definitely relate to that. So I'm saying that it's going to be wise to focus on one thing at a time. This hair is a whole paid actor right now, doing a whole lot. And so that's what you want to do. Focus on one. If you can handle more than one, I would say 2, 3 tops if they're micro goals. Okay. But if you have, a lot that you need to do to accomplish a particular goal, let's just start with one and then go ahead and crush it and then move on to the next thing. Okay. Outside of that, today we're just going to be talking a little bit about stop doing it alone. Stop doing it alone because you don't have to. Hey, good morning, good morning. Stop doing it alone because you have a community that's here to support you as you are developing in your purpose and gifts, being cultivated in your purpose and gifts, discovering those purpose and gifts, right? Stepping into your calling is a big deal. Stepping into your calling is sometimes a little fearful and comes with a little anxiety for some people. And so you definitely want to make sure that you are surrounding yourself with the right group of people and anchoring yourself to the right support as you are stepping into your calling, okay? How many of you that are jumping on are already actively pursuing your purpose and gift, are already actively living in your purpose, or are you still in search? Are you in the seeking phase of your purpose, right? Let me know, where you currently are. Shout out to everybody jumping on. Thank you so much. And feel free to like the live, right? Just double tap the screen. You don't even have to go outside of this live. Just double tap for me. But however, let's just jump into some things. I'm just going to give you about 8 to 10 reasons as to why you need community. You can let me know if any of these relate to you. Okay. Thank you so much for liking the live, y'all. Like, we're going to be doing these morning lives. If you are a morning person, be looking out for me. Make sure that you are subscribed to the channel and active in the community so that I can be a little bit more active there with you, right? If you have questions there, feel free to reach out to me. I know here on YouTube, like, we don't really have an inbox, but under that community tab, those posts that I put out, talk to me there if you need to, okay? All right, so let's get into this. Why do you need community, okay? We're going to go over about 10 reasons, 8 to 10 or so, why it's crucial that you begin to anchor yourself to the right support, okay? This is key. I don't know what you have going on in your life right now, but this is a great time to assess this, okay? Let's get into it. Number 1, you won't always feel like it, okay? If I got any moms in the room, y'all let me know. If you are moms, stay-at-home moms, working moms, just let me know where you are with this. You won't always feel like it, Okay. You don't always feel like showing up. You don't always feel like doing the research. You don't always feel like doing the work. You don't always feel like doing what's actually required of you or what God is requiring of you to actually be in position to pursue, walk out, step into the purpose and the plans that He has for your life. And I'm going to just be completely honest. Okay. We're motivated to it. We are influenced to do it. We have to sometimes be re-energized and get refocused so that we can continue down this path. But the truth is, we won't always feel like it. And I'm not going to act like I wake up every single day feeling like doing certain things. I'm always excited to talk to y'all. I'm always excited to talk about purpose and gifts. I love this topic. Okay, I love this work. But I don't always feel like doing the things that it requires to be successful all the time. Sometimes I want to lay in the bed. Sometimes I just want to chill today because as a mom of six, there's a lot of life going on. Trying to be a successful wife, trying to be successful here and there and all the roles that we play in life. And sometimes we just don't feel like it. Okay. And in those moments where you don't feel like it, community is going to be super important, very key for when you need to recharge, for when you need to get realigned, right? For when you need to be refueled. You're going to have these moments of doubt. You're going to have these moments where you feel a little slow and lack a little momentum, okay? That just comes with life. But this is why we are helpers one to another, and we're here to make sure that when I'm down, you can pull me up. Okay, when I slow down, you can see that I'm slowing down and encourage me to keep going. Don't stop. We need that. Okay. And I'm not saying that you're not self-motivated. I'm not saying that there aren't people who, can just tap back in by themselves. Okay. But we're talking about we're looking longevity over a lifespan, right? Over a lifetime, because we're living this for the rest of our lives. We don't want God's purpose and plans to be a temporary idea. We don't want it to just be for a moment or for today. So when we look over the lifespan of it, there's going to be a lot of ups and downs. And we're going to always need community, not just for right now or not just for today. Okay. We're looking over a lifetime. Okay. So we want to make sure that we have community. We're anchoring ourselves to the right support. We are making sure that we are putting the right people around us because sometimes we won't feel like it. All right. Number two, especially being connected to moms. Number two is other mothers understand what's going on behind the scenes. Okay. We're showing up in this online space, often, but the truth is there's a life going on behind this camera. And that looks very differently for everyone. So community is going to also give me a safe space to share those moments behind the scenes because that plays a lot in how I show up. That affects a lot of if I show up. Okay. So sometimes we need another mother to connect to because there's a lot of mothers out there as well who don't feel like they don't have friends, they don't have another adult to talk to, and they just need a moment to step away to talk to other women. So sometimes you're going to be able to connect with community just because it gives you an opportunity to connect with another woman, to connect with another mother. For some people, community is so important. If you're a mother, depending on how many kids you got. Now I'm gonna say it again. I got 6. It's so important for a lot of mothers because sometimes it's their time away from what's going on in that behind the scenes space. Okay, so community is also serving you as an individual, a person, as a woman, not just as a mother. It's feeding something that you need personally for yourself as a person. All right. So we want to have that community. So we have that safe, shared space where other people understand. Okay. Number 3, the third reason why you need community and you need to stop doing it alone. Okay. Is we become like the people that we are around. Okay. We've heard it time and time again, multiple different ways that you become the 5 closest people around you, that we're drawn by our own, our own kind. And so we want to make sure that the people that we're putting in our circle, that the people that we're putting in our space, that the people that we are surrounding ourselves with are like-minded. And we want to make sure when we say like-minded, I want to make sure that the mindset that I'm operating in is in alignment with who God is and who He says that I should be, so that I am attracting the right type of people into my circle, into my life. And so sometimes community is so key because it gives you an opportunity to change your circle. It's going to give you an opportunity to put some new people on the board in your life, in place in your life. It's going to give you an opportunity to replace some of the bad relationships that aren't serving you. Okay? It's giving you an opportunity to reset up your life in a way that you can operate and function in peace. Okay, operate and function with a new mindset and give you some different momentum in the direction of your vision. Okay, you want people in your life that are in alignment with who you're becoming. Okay, having community is giving you an opportunity to become someone new because you're putting new people in your life that will inspire you to change in a way that supports the vision, the purpose and plans that God has for your life. Okay. So if you are someone who feels like I don't have any friends, I don't have any people in my life who support me, I don't have anybody who aligns with who I'm trying to become, you need a new community. Okay? Because the people that are in your life right now may not align with who you're trying to become. So you need to assess that. All right? Number 4 is going to be isolation breeds confusion and delay. Okay? Isolation breeds confusion and delay. A lot of you are trying to do it alone, or maybe you're not even trying to do it alone. You're just doing it alone because you haven't put forth the effort or made the decision to get help. Right? So when you don't make the decision to get help, you by default do it alone. Okay? So some of you are isolating yourself and forcing yourself to do it by yourself. Figure it out by yourself. Okay? I am a true believer that yes, we are all gifted somewhere. However, we are not gifted everywhere. And where you are not gifted, where you do not possess the skills or the know-how to lead yourself in a particular area, okay? Where you don't know how, you are going to put yourself on a path to destruction, setback, okay? Delay, confusion. And so when you're trying to do it alone, or when you've made the decision to not get help, okay, you're isolating yourself and forcing yourself to do it alone. And when you don't know what to do or what activities you should be participating in that moves you forward, that is what causes delay. Okay? Community, the right community, is going to help you continuously make progress and take steps forward. You don't have to do it alone. If you've been doing it alone, this is your ticket to getting help. Okay? This is your open door to doing it differently, to change. Number 5, you need accountability that can be direct and straightforward, but still out of love. Okay? All right? You need a place where people can check you or check in on you and call out when you're not doing a thing when you said you was going to do a thing. Okay? You need a place where people can say, wait, where's the work? You said you was going to be here by now. What have we done? We need a place where people can intentionally, aggressively in love, directly, okay, call us out, and we not be offended when we are trying to get somewhere, okay, and we are trying to become someone else. Sometimes you need somebody to pull on that coattail. Sometimes you need somebody to be all up in your business. Yeah. Sometimes you need somebody to say, hold up, wait, you're doing a lot of stuff, but you ain't doing the right stuff. And I applaud you for taking action, but if you're going to get here, you really want to be able to cut this out and do this instead. You need somebody who can see what you can't see and call out what, other people who are maybe outside of this community won't call out, or they will, but not in love. Okay? See, your community not only understands, they care about who you are, who you're becoming, and if you're actually getting to the place that you said you was going to be. If you're actually achieving what you're here to achieve. So your community is going to care about these things. You need a place that cares. Okay? I hope you all are taking notes, or at least at bare minimum identifying which of these are you so that you can take action, right? Because we're not here to just get more information. That information is out there. There's so much information out there. We're not here to just get more information and sit on information. So hopefully that you are taking notes and really being able to walk away and do something with this information in your life today. Shout out to everybody jumping into the room. Double tap the screen for me if you can to like the live. You don't even have to leave out, just tap, right? And let's get those likes up. All right, good morning, good morning. We are talking about why you need community, okay? Not having to do it alone any longer, okay? You can cultivate in your purpose and gifts with community, all right? All right, let's keep moving forward. Number 6, you're not designed to do it alone. You're not designed to build alone. Okay? You're not designed to get to the top or whatever you see as success by yourself. If you're doing it alone, and if you've had success in your life and you say that you've attained it alone, that's still not God's idea for you. We are helpers one towards another. Okay? The scripture says 2 are better than 1. If either of them falls, one can help the other up. That's Ecclesiastes 4:9-10. Okay? We're not designed to do it alone. Matter of fact, I want help. I invite help. I open the doors to help. It relieves pressure off of me. Okay? It relieves a whole lot of things off of me. Anxieties from having too many moving parts going on in my life. I welcome help. I don't want to do it alone. If some of you feel like, no one's ever been there for me, I've always had to do it by myself. Whatever you're telling yourself today, we're going to make a new confession and take a new position, and we're going to say something else. We're going to replace these words, okay, that is not a part of speaking life, okay? We are going to say instead, I welcome help. I welcome help. I invite help into my life today. Okay, I'm thanking God that some of the load that I carry, okay, can be split. Okay, so some of that weight that I'm carrying, that someone else can help me to carry it, so it won't be so heavy. Okay, welcome it into your life today. And not just pertaining to your purpose and gifts, that's what we're talking about here, but in any area of your life where you're doing it by yourself. Stop telling yourself that I've always had to do it by myself. You know what I mean? This is just how I do it. Stop telling yourself that no one has ever been there for me. Stop inviting that. What would you love instead? Right? What would you love instead? All right, so we are being mindful of the words that we speak. We want help. Help is good. Help is good. Okay? And it's necessary. All right, y'all, let's keep moving forward. Number 7, okay? You need a place where you can be seen and supported in your gifts, okay? Honestly, I will say this, that we all love to be supported, okay? We all love validation, even though we say we don't need it. It's a good thing when people can support you. It's a good thing when people notice what you have going on. It's a good thing when people praise you for what it is that you're doing. There is literally nothing wrong with being applauded when you do something well. Okay, there isn't nothing wrong with that. And I want you to experience that, being in a place where people cheer for you. Okay, even when you fall, that people can still see the goodness in you, that they can still understand the benefits that come with what you do, and understand clearly that you are gifted, even though you don't maybe have full understanding yet of what it is that God is calling you to do. You want to be in a place where you are supported through the whole journey. Okay, not just when you are recognized as the best out there in your lane. Okay, even when you are in the discovery phases of it, even when you are in the beginning stages, the infancy of your gift, whatever that beginning stage is, even then You want to be in a place where you are seen, heard, and supported in your gifts. Okay? No matter what phase of discovery or no matter what phase of your gifts that you are in, if you're in discovery, if you're in cultivation, or if you're in activation, you need to be in a place where people see you and hear you all the time. Okay? This is going to be important to your growth. You don't want to be surrounded by people who just applaud you when you finally make it. They missed all of the good stuff along the way. Okay? See, your community here in 𝗓𝗪𝗡𝗙 Academy, we see you from the beginning, the whole way through. We're helping you the whole way through, not just when you finally, quote unquote, make it, whatever making it is. Okay? I don't just want to cheer for you when you made it to the top. No, I'm going to be there to help you when you fall, when you stumble, when you want to give up. You're going to have the right type of help the whole way through. Okay? Number 8. This is called God moves through people, okay? Oh, we got a little notification there. God moves through people, okay? Become the vessel through which God can speak, heal, confirm, and redirect, right? When you are a part of community, give me a second, guys. I'm getting notifications on my computer. Okay, when you are a part of a community, you're not just joining. Hopefully, you're not just joining to see, what is it that I can get out of it? What do they have, here for me? Because when you join a community, we want your participation too, not just coming in to see what you can get, but what you can give, because you do have something to also give, right? So people in the right type of community is going to be able to support you in your development. They're going to be able to speak life into you, right? They're going to be able to confirm some things for you when you're confused about something or lack understanding about something, right? So when you're connected to the right community, it's not just about people being there to support you in what you do, but who you're becoming, right? And so this is going to be very crucial as well. Good morning to those jumping into the room. If you could double tap the screen to like the live, you don't even have to leave out of here. So I appreciate you for helping us to get the video and the message out. For those of you who do not know, just coming in, we are talking about why you need community, okay? That you don't no longer have to do it alone, that you can have community as you develop or cultivate or being cultivated in your purpose and gifts, okay? We are talking the reasons why it's crucial to have the right circle around you as you are pursuing God's purpose and plans for your life, okay? And these principles, that we're talking today, these topics that we're talking today apply to any area of your life, but we are specifically talking pursuing your purpose and gifts, okay? Being cultivated in your purpose and gifts, okay? All right, number 9, the vision that God has given you needs collective strength, okay? Needs collective strength. Truth is, big vision requires collaboration and sharedness, okay? A big vision is a big vision. And again, to reiterate what we talked about earlier, we're not designed to do it alone, okay? Now, I know sometimes when God is speaking to you and giving you things to do that we don't tell everything all at one time, there's some things we got to keep silent about, and that's cool. But you need a community that can help you to walk into the fullness of all that God is showing you, right? I'll give an example that the vision for Her Gifts Unlocked is certainly massive, right? I cannot build the vision that God has given me without each and every one of you. As a matter of fact, there is no big vision without people. There is not. There's no success without people. There's no achievement without people. It can't be built without you, right? And so we want to understand it from the beginning, that the big vision that God is giving me, because he's constantly adding to it, right? Because it would be a lot to just dump it all on you at one time. So God, as you understand and see it, or even as you don't understand, you want to continue to write, but as he's adding to the vision that he has given you, you're going to have a community behind you that can help you to fulfill it, okay? Obtain it, to achieve it. Okay, even if there's parts of it that we don't know about it yet. And that's okay. All right. So again, we're going to shift our thought process around people. We're going to shift our thought process around how we want help or need people in our lives to help us to achieve the goal that God has for us, right? The vision that God has for us. This is going to be very, very important from the beginning, okay? As you're stepping into your calling, right? God is going to just begin to flood you with vision, okay? Just continue to write. But know that from the beginning, you have full support from the right type of people by connecting yourself or anchoring yourself to Her Gifts Unlocked Academy. Okay. Number 10, that we are created to reflect the image of God, right? His nature, his character, in his spirit. Understanding that having community is not just helpful, okay, but it is holy, right? To walk in purpose, you must be in relationship with God, okay? In Her Gifts Unlocked Academy, God is the forefront. He's at the front door. He is the center of everything we speak about, where we teach from, what we create. He is the center of it all, right? That's very important to say for those who may not believe, for those who may not agree. This wouldn't be the community for you, okay? Because we won't change the message. God will stay at the front door of everything that we do, okay? So understand that having community, the right community that is supporting the purpose and the plans that God has for your life and standing behind you 10 toes down on making sure that you are pursuing God's plans for your life and coming into alignment with who God says that you should be, right? Because pursuing his purpose and plans is not just about what we do, okay, but who we must become, okay? Being and doing. We need both of those at all times, okay? So this is important. You need community so that you can be refueled when you're drained. As a mother, as a person, you will have those moments, okay? You need community so that you can have a place to be seen, heard, and understood, okay? You need community so that you can be surrounded by people who influence you towards your purpose, okay? Always pushing you forward, always rooting for you, always standing behind you, not allowing you to take 10 steps back and leaving you there. You need somebody who's going to come get you and remind you of who you are, who God says that you are, and the things that you said that you want to have, that God wants you to have. You need somebody who's going to be able to take your hand and say, no way, I'm not going to let you go back there. I'm not going to let you stop. I'm not going to allow you to quit, okay? Who's going to lock arms with you and continue to bring you back and help you to continuously make steps forward, okay? You need community so that you can have a place where you can stay motivated. Not just have motivation today, but stay motivated, okay? When you don't feel like showing up or doing the work. This is very, very important. As y'all say, life be life, and it's going to throw you some curveballs sometimes, okay? You need community so that you can have a loving and accountability space that keeps you moving forward, okay? You need community so that you're not left to figure everything out on your own, okay? That's what we're talking about today. You don't have to do it by yourself no more. If you've been doing it alone, today needs to be the last day that you do it alone. Make the decision to receive help, okay? You need community where your gifts are affirmed, developed, and celebrated. You need community so that you can receive confirmation and clarity through others. And lastly, you need community so that you can reflect the nature of who God is, his nature, his character, and his spirit, that they can show up in how you live and how you lead, because we should always be trying to become more like him. And the right community is going to allow you and teach you and put the right materials in front of you so that you can always be trying to become more like who God is, because we are only who we are because of him. We get to be who we get to be because of him. All right, so listen, if you need community, I want you to go ahead and go to the link in my profile, 𝗏giftunlocked.com, and tap the first button. Okay, tap the first button. It is a paid community, y'all. It is a paid community. It is a $147 annual membership. Okay, and Klarna and Afterpay is available to you. Okay, $147 annually. Okay, that's nothing. $147 annually. Klarna and Afterpay is available to you at checkout. Go to 𝗧ransforming.com. Link in my profile. You can tap it there or type it into your browser and go to the first button, and I have all of the details that you'll have access to. The courses, the classes, the weekly coaching sessions inside of the group we have on Tuesdays and we have on Thursdays, building your confidence with tech, help you to build out your digital products so that you have what you need to attract your community, build your lists, to show up for your community, to like teaching tools. We're building out all of your offers, things like that, okay? Your freebies, all of that. So go to the link in my bio, first button, all of the details are there. I will be coming back on, if not later today, maybe tomorrow, to talk more about all of the additional benefits and features of the group as well that you will have access to ongoing, okay? Have an amazing day because you get to, hopefully because you want to, and I'll check back in. And remember these two things: you are gifted to lead and you've got the keys, the power of God within that helps you to know, embrace, heal, and serve. Have an amazing day, you all. I'll see you next time.